الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم. قل رب زدني علما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وإذا جاءك الذين يؤمنون بآياتنا فقل سلام عليكم كتب ربكم على نفسه الرحمة أنه من عمل منكم سوءا بجهالة ثم تاب من بعده وأصلح فأنه غفور رحيم. وكذلك نفصل الآيات ولتستبين سبيل المجرمين. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. Yesterday we heard that as we say, the Sha'n Nuzul or Sabn Nuzul, the event which ushered in the sending and the revelation of these ayats, was the incident where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was approached by Abu Talib after being intimated by leaders of Quraysh that please tell your nephew, take these sort of low-class people out of your company, and we are not capable of sitting with them, and we would listen to your message and we'll think about it. And we also mentioned that Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu also, his opinion was that, okay, well, if that's the only way they're going to listen, then why not? And those individuals, they'll understand and it won't be an issue. And then of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, don't push these people aside who are there because of the fact that they want to be there. They remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala incessantly, morning and evening, and they are the ones who want to follow you. They have the intention to get close to Allah and follow your message. People with wherewithal, as generally as we heard yesterday, generally they disdain from accepting truth, and they get carried away with their wherewithal, their wealth, their money, their positions, etc. And generally it's the lowly and downtrodden and those who people generally don't pay much attention to. These are the people who in the vast majority are the followers of the prophets. So after this verse came and giving the warning that don't send people away. So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu had said that of course he would have felt that I've made a great blunder, and he felt very badly about it. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذَا جَاءَكَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِآيَاتِنَا فَقُلْ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ. So those people who come to you, whoever comes to you believing in the ayats of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the people of Iman, obviously the people who believe in the ayat of Allah are the people of Iman. So say to them, Salamun alaikum. Give salam to them. In other words, peace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you. So it can apply to Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala who made a mistake out of just a sort of a mistake in judgment. It was a good intention after all, so no harm. And also for those poor people who were following the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and of course probably it would have reached them that the Quraysh, leaders of Quraysh said such and such, and take these people out of the way, we don't want to sit with such low class people. Then of course they would have heard about that, it would have affected them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is also bringing peace and contentment to their hearts as well. Don't worry about this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending His salam to you, and you are accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you have been given tawfiq by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being that you are the people of Iman, you are far above and beyond those chieftains of Quraysh and others who, impressed with their dunya, falter behind. كَتَبَ رَبُّكُمْ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ الرَّحْمَةِ. And this is a general principle that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it incumbent upon Himself, rahmah. And as we've mentioned from time to time, nothing is imperative to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَا يُسَلُ عَمَّا يَفْعَلُ. He is not to be asked what He does. وَهُمْ يُسَلُونَ. Rather, His creation are accountable. and responsible and accountable for their actions. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it His principle that He has made His mercy, it covers all things and it overpowers His anger. And as is mentioned in hadith, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written 100 rahmats, and that His rahmah will overpower His ghadab. And one rahmat has been sent into the world, in that we see all forms of mercy being shown from humans and from other species of animals. All that rahmat is, all that one rahmat, 99 are there with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be distributed to the people of felicity who reach to the paradise. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all among them. أَنَّهُ مَنْ عَمِلَ مِنْكُمْ سُوءًا بِجَهَالَةٍ. And furthermore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes on, which would encompass the sort of misjudgment of Sayyidina Umar, or anyone for that matter. أَنَّهُ مَنْ عَمِلَ مِنْكُمْ سُوءًا. Anyone who does something which is wrong or evil or a mistake or lapse in judgment, whatever the case, بِجَهَالَةٍ, through ignorance, ثُمَّ تَابَ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ, and then repents thereafter, وَأَصْلَحَ, and corrects his situation, corrects himself, corrects his situation, فَأَنَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. So those who would have done wrong or have committed sins, if they do tawbah, feeling sorry and remorse for that, stopping that, and then وَأَصْلَحَ, and then they correct themselves by leaving that action and not returning to it, and determined to change themselves and follow the proper course thereafter. فَأَنَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most forgiving and most merciful. وَكَذَلِكَ نُفَصِّلُ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and in this way we give a detailed and elaborate our verses and our injunctions, our ayat, لِتَسْتَبِينَ, so that it becomes clear what is the way of the mujrimeen, the way of the evildoers. And of course, once the way of the evildoers is known, then the way of the righteous becomes all the more graphically illustrated and clear. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who take heed and follow the best of what Allah sends. Ameen. Ameen wa akhir da'wana.